In this video, we are going to cover how to run the 2020 PATH Annual Report. Refer to the companion video to this one to see how to export this report for the PATH Data Exchange submission. First, you will have to switch to the report's workspace. You can do this by pressing the Workspace button. If you have the left-hand panel out, the button will look like two arrows going opposite directions. Click the arrow key until you see the Report workspace and click on it. Under HMIS Reports, click on 2020 PATH Annual Report. You can also find this report by using the search bar near the top of the page. There are certain report criteria that you will need to select before you can run the export. First, set your report date range. What I have here might be different than what you might enter yourself based on your grants. Your organization should already be selected for you. It is not necessary to select the grant, but you can by clicking on the grants checkbox. For this example, I will leave that unchecked. Then select the program you are running the export for. Click Report on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen when you're done. This is not the export version of the PATH report that you must upload to the PATH Data Exchange. Instead, you can use this version of the PATH report to see both aggregate and client-level data. The report is 5 pages long and broken down into 6 distinct sections: persons served, services provided, referrals provided, outcomes, housing outcomes, and demographics. Notice that the sections Q8 through 16 and Q17 have header links you can click on. This will open up a separate report viewer where you can get additional information about the clients in that particular section. This is especially important for the Q8 through 16 section. Once you have the separate report viewer up, you can export to Excel data. With all the client information in an Excel spreadsheet, it's easier to look for potential missing data by using filters or looking for clients that fit a specific criteria. So, for example, let's say we want to look for all the clients that are missing their social security number. First, we will set a filter on the first row. You can do this by clicking the Data tab on Excel, highlighting the first row where the categories are listed, and pressing Filter. You should now be able to see a down arrow option next to each category type. Go to the social security number column and only keep the Data Not Collected box checked, and you end up with a list of clients that have a missing social security number. The Q17 and 18 section is also a good way to look at the most recent service each client included in the report received. Be aware that this section only looks at clients who are both considered active and enrolled in the PATH program. This means the client must be formally enrolled in PATH and have some combination of a current living situation assessment, date of engagement, date of PATH status determination, or PATH service that is relevant to the reporting period. If a client is not showing up in the report and you think they should, check to see if the client has a recent PATH-funded service that falls within the report date range. Refer to the PATH HMIS Program Manual for a list of PATH-funded services and referrals. These exact services and referrals should be listed in HMIS. If you do not see these services and referrals on your end, contact the HMIS Help Desk. It may be that your organization doesn't currently have access to them. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Check out the companion video to this one to see how to export this report for the PATH Data Exchange submission.